Missouri Highway Patrol leaders are voicing concerns about the safety of Missouri's waterways. During more than 5 hours of hearings today at the Capitol, officials talked about the effectiveness of the 2011 Water Patrol merger into the Highway Patrol. This meeting comes 5 months after 20-year-old Brandon Ellingson drowned while in Highway Patrol custody at the Lake of the Ozarks. ABC 17's Heather Horrigan was at the hearing today, and Heather, Water Patrol training was brought up several times, but answers weren't often given.
Yeah, everyone who took the stand today spoke of training, whether it was a retired officer before the merger or those training recruits right now. The amount of training required for a Water Patrol officer before the merger was almost double what it is now.
There's no mandatory training, but again, we're sending those captains and commanders to conferences.
No Marine training for the 9 troop commanders in the state who have never been Marine officers, yet they are the ones in charge of Missouri's waterways.
I don't know how you can supervise people on the water based upon what Sergeant Henry said, the special unique qualities you need to be able to be on the water without actually doing it yourself.
And today, Sergeant Henry, who is a zone supervisor at the Lake of the Ozarks, admitted some part-time officers on the water do not have training they have to go through.
In their training, there is no, at this time, no set protocol. It was just an email of what these officers were expected to be able to perform.
New recruits go through the academy and do receive 36 hours of Marine training. It's the part-time supplemental troopers who go from roads to waterway that have differing levels of training. Some, we learned, never even passed the swimming test.
There was great concern. Some of these part-timers couldn't even didn't take the final swim test at the academy. For whatever reason, they were hurt, whatever, they graduated from the 4-week boat class. They didn't even take the test, much less pass it.
Sergeant Henry said at the Lake of the Ozarks during any given shift, there was at least one part-time trooper out on the water. And while this hearing was called after Brandon Ellingson's death, his name never came up during testimony. Trooper Anthony Piercy, who arrested Ellingson, was an 18-year veteran road trooper. It was his 3rd summer on the lake, and from his testimony at last month's coroner inquest, he was a part-time Marine officer and felt his training was inadequate.
Thank you very much, Heather. The next hearing will be October 14th at the Osage Beach City Hall.